House of Y'all's popping this D. About to react to this very bar impressive. This is Zoo names animal. Zoo names animal after Lizzo. And Chloe tired of being pitted against Halle. Listen, I'm not laughing at Lizzo's weight. I'm not saying that I think she should be named after an animal. I just think this is kind of funny. I'm sorry. Alright. When I laugh at shit, that don't mean it's representative of my own opinion. It doesn't mean that I feel that way. It doesn't mean any of that. My humor is a little inappropriate at times, alright? I don't know what to tell y'all, because, you know, people have gotten upset with me in the past at laughing at certain stuff. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, listen, if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. I laugh when people say fucked up shit about me. I be reading my comments sometimes. People saying some wild shit about me. I be laughing. It is what it is. But, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that they named this woman after a fucking animal. Like, girl, when I'm saying girl, I'm talking to the zoo. Zoo, girl, y'all ain't shit. Anyway, let's see what's happening. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. There are a few things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with Lizzo. Now, before I get into this topic, I want to thank Albert for sponsoring this video.
Oh.
Albert is the newer and smarter way to do banking. Traditional banks have problems that we all are too familiar with. $50. Now back to the video, we were talking about Lizzo. Lizzo has been minding her business, doing her thing, living her best life, and for some reason people still keep trying her. Now there was an interesting clip I saw posted by the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. They posted this clip from the Today Show, which was a brief coverage of starving manatees in Florida.
Why would they?
And while I was watching this clip, I was a little uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable with the fact that they named one of their manatees after Lizzo. Listen to this.
Oh, that's true.
More and more of these gentle giants are in a life and death struggle.
That is so rude.
But for all the heartbreaking losses, those that are rescued are likely to survive. Like the newest arrivals in Ohio, nicknamed Cardi T, Lizzo, Mary Kate, and Ashley.
Now, I'm sure some of y'all who are watching are probably chuckling. Some of y'all might be asking, well, what's the problem? They nicknamed their manatees after Mary Kate and Ashley, and they even call one of their manatees Cardi T, which is a play on Cardi B. So why is it an issue if they nickname one of their manatees after Lizzo? Well, the thing is, it's not an issue, but it is an issue, because here's the thing. The Columbus Zoo knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that when they named one of their manatees Lizzo,
and they tried to throw in they tried to throw in Cardi B and Mary Kate and Ashley, which what the fuck they been? That's so random. Why would they pick them? They try to throw them in there so they don't look as bad. But we see what the fuck y'all doing. Don't play.
And they knew that when they...
But I was thinking, like, why Lizzo out of all people? Because there's a lot of fat people. Like, why would they pick her specifically? But...
this story public... this was going to draw a lot of attention, and the jokes were going to fall on Lizzo's head. Because the thing is, people don't care if the manatee is named after other celebrities. They only care if it's named after Lizzo, because Lizzo is a plus-size woman. And sadly, people get a kick out of comparing Lizzo to ginormous creatures. It's actually low-key racist, if you ask me.
Okay.
Now, am I blowing this whole story out of proportion?
Yes.
Maybe, okay? Maybe I'm doing too much with this story, but still, it is a little offensive. I know some people might think it's a little humorous, but in my opinion, it makes Lizzo a target, which is why I thought it was super, super shady. But tell me what you all think about it. Was it harmless or was it low-key offensive? Now, moving on to the next topic, I want to talk about Chloe and Halle. Y'all know Chloe and Halle have been making a name for themselves ever since they went solo. Chloe in particular has been very active in her solo career. She dropped her gold-selling single, Have Mercy, which has been performing very well on urban radio. And also Halle has been working on her own music, and she just finished wrapping up the Little Mermaid movie. So both Chloe and Halle have been doing their thing, but for some reason, people want to pit the two sisters against each other. And Chloe is tired of it.
It honestly breaks my heart when I see the internet trying to pit me against any other incredible, strong woman. Like, you know, even sometimes when I see it with my sister, they'll try to pit us against each other. And I'm like, come on, that's my best friend. So that breaks my heart.
Recently, Chloe did an interview with In the Know, and she opened up about the constant comparisons that she's been getting to her younger sister, Halle. The interviewer, Elaine, asked, I know how close you and Halle are, but were there any downsides to having entered this industry with a sibling? Chloe answered and said, there were no downsides on our side, but I will tell you what annoys me a lot. I hate when people online constantly try to compare my sister and I. It's the most shallow, most disturbing thing. It was very off-putting to know how people would try to put two young black sisters who love their craft so much and love each other so much, how they try to pit them against each other just because they're different in some ways. So that's the only downside. So that's what Chloe had to say about the comparisons between her and her sister. I do think it's a shame that people feel the need to compare Chloe and Halle.
So cute.
But unfortunately, this is how weird people can be sometimes.
Yeah, this is how it is.
I mean, what Chloe and Halle are going through is kind of similar to what Tia and Tamara had to go through.
I was just thinking of Tia and Tamara. I was about to say that. People used to always say that Tia looked better than Tamara. They said Tamara was the goofy looking one. And like you could tell because she looked goofier than the other one. You know, so this is very common. Even with influencers, like when they're siblings, people do that. People compare Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Siblings just get compared. It is what it is.
And what Tony and Tamar went through and what Solange and Beyonce went through. Because they both are siblings and they both are in the spotlight, people are going to try to nitpick and compare. If they prefer one sibling over the other, this is what they will do. They will try to prop one up while putting the other one down. And I think in Chloe and Halle's case, this is what people are doing. There are some people who don't care for Chloe, so they will prop up Halle just because they don't like Chloe. And vice versa. There are some people who might prop up Chloe because they might not care for Halle. It's a very, very strange thing.
Like Halle?
I can't imagine being in a position
How you don't like
that.
Halle?
But people need to stop doing that
No
for real.
If
a person prefers one sister over the other, that's completely fine. But it's really unnecessary to tear down or undermine the other sister or to even make petty comparisons between them. I think that's super unnecessary. And it actually speaks to a larger problem here that people really don't think two talented black women, especially two talented black sisters, can coexist at the same time and be successful without being pitted against each other. There's still this whole idea that only one person can shine and only one person...
I think this is like across the board though. Even if you're in a group, just within a singing group, siblings or not, people are going to compare those people. I automatically thought of Little Mix. How Jessie or whatever, she was compared to the other ones and then that made her end up wanting to leave. Like, people do that all the time. If there are multiple people in like the spotlight and like they're siblings or they're in a group or whatever, cousins, whatever, people are going to compare the two. That's just what they do. I don't think
be the superstar, and that really does a disservice to all of the other talented black women who are out there. So I really think that's where the root of this whole Chloe and Halle comparison comes from. I think they want one sister to be able to shine over the other, but both of them can shine. Both of them can coexist. And they don't need to be compared or pitted against each other. It's not necessary. Now, moving on, I want to talk about an artist who has been making a lot of noise lately.
Oh, a lot.
And her name is Money Long. It's actually spelled like Mooney Long, Munilong. I used to think it was called Mooney Long, but it's actually Money Long. Now, Money Long has a song called Hours and Hours that has...
Oh my God, I hate that fucking song. I fucking hate that song.
Even went to #1 on Apple Music.
This how I ain't looking at that.
Which is a big deal.
I don't want to hear nothing else from her. I'm sorry.
The song is currently at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts.
It's not her fault. It's not a bad song.
And she also has a gang of other great songs. I mean, y'all should check out her catalog. She doesn't make a bad song at all. And what made me a fan was her song Build a Bay featuring Young Blue. That's one of the first songs I heard from her. And since then, I've been loving her music. I really have. And I'm glad that people are now paying attention. I feel like she's going to have more big hits this year. Another song in her catalog called Sneaky Link is also blowing up. So y'all be on the lookout for Money Long. She is definitely going to take off in 2022. This is her year, and it's a long time.
That name is so ratchet.
Underrated for a very, very long time. If you don't know, Money Long used to go by the artist Priscilla Renee, but she didn't quite pop off as an artist in her earlier days. So she kind of worked more in the background, and she became a songwriter. She's responsible for so many hits. In fact, Talk to Pops posted some of the big hits she's written. She wrote Rihanna's song California King Bed. She wrote Fifth Harmony's song Worth It. She also wrote Pitbull and Kesha's song Timber. She has credits on Mariah Carey's song A No No. And she has credits on Jessie J, Ariana, and Nicki's smash hit song Bang Bang.
Oh, bitch!
She wrote Chris Brown's song Don't Wake Me Up.
I don't want to hear that. Nope. It's a no for me.
Which is
I fucking hate Bang Bang.
Michelle's best songs. I didn't even know that she wrote this one in particular, but this was actually supposed to be her song. This was supposed to be the leading single off of her second album. Because prior to that, she had an album called Jukebox, and she also had another project that was scrapped. And she had to wait a long time to release another project. So VSOP was the hit song she needed, but it was given away without her knowledge. This is what Money Long revealed in her interview with Rated R&B. She said, "My publisher took the song."
Well, I don't care about this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm sorry, I don't. I gotta go. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to skip out on this tea with K Michelle. I don't care about K Michelle and Money Long. I don't even know her, but from what I've seen, Jesus Christ, that song, it's not even a bad song. It's the internet has made me hate that song. So that is why I don't like it. Just, I've heard that so many times, and just people have put it over real cheesy little clips of them and their boyfriends. Like, I really cannot stand that song. I don't want to hear it ever again in my life. And Bang Bang, I've mentioned many, many times my disdain for Bang Bang. And she's responsible. Girl, so no, I'm not interested in hearing nothing else from her. And this is no shade to her. This is just my personal bias. I hope she goes on to do great things. Much success to her, all that, whatever. I just don't want no parts of it. This zoo is trifling as fuck. But hey, people gonna be trifling. It is what it is. I feel like trying to get some clout by even doing this. Cause what was the point of y'all even announcing that y'all did? That's not our business. That sounds like an inside thing to me. If y'all are naming certain animals, certain names, why do we need to know this? So for y'all to even like announce this and put that story out there, like y'all being shady and y'all trying to get some attention. Fuck out of here. Chloe, girl, everybody do this. Everybody compare people. It is what it is. Just move along. Focus on you. Focus on your music. There are a lot of people who do love you, who do love your music. So, yeah, just focus on that. But yeah, funny video overall. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.